lead him across the line.
He's going to get down here first.
Look at Andrew Tate flying third deck to deck.
No, I have that bridge meeting with the stuff on August 2nd. And then on the morning. So really by the middle of the day, you'll get a pretty nice line of boats anchored up at the top. You can just kind of sit there and watch the races, and a lot more over the weekend today. real question, I think, on the district side. Because we did our stuff sitting up. We left it working out of it. But I think district is looking at whether they want to make that whether they should make that a sector field office under a new sector club. And then do the same thing with sector air station. I was like, what is it now?
Columbia Cup. And now, live from the river, Michael McDonald.
Well, good morning. Special coverage of Water Polo's HAPO Columbia Cup and HAPO Over the River Air Show. Thanks to our friends at Farmers Exchange. Joining us at the Tom Brutzman's Memorial Barge at the Bosch Thermador Appliance start-finish line is Aaron Stevens, our race director. What are you expecting this weekend, Aaron?
Oh, I'm expecting a lot of fast boats, and I'm also expecting a lot of fans down here this weekend. I tell you what, I've been to Guntersville, Alabama. I'm headed to Seattle next weekend, and right now, as I keep looking at boat lineups, the Tri-City Water Follies, once again, is the top boat count.
And we're looking at 10.
We have 10 unlimited hydroplanes here, and we'll have quite a few more supporting classes. And, you know, right now we have the GPW, which will be coming out on the water here momentarily after these H1 Unlimiteds. We have 7 GPWs today. I heard there's even maybe an 8th one making its trek over the pass.
Awesome. And the other class of boats we had a chance to see at the Ridgeland Regatta, the 5 liters.
Correct. The 5 liters are a 350 small block motor, and it's a stock class, so that they put up great competition, and they're pretty quick as well.
And for those that are along the Columbia River here on the PA system out on the water, Corey Peabody in the 98 Graham Trucking American Dream. And Corey's had a good season so far.
Yes, you know, when we were down in Guntersville, Corey Peabody was having some gearbox issues. They acquired this boat from the Fred Leland Unlimited.
Leland's Navy.
Leland's Navy, and this is the last Leland boat that was ran. They got it with a turbine, they got it with a gearbox and a propeller. The Graham Trucking team has done a phenomenal job to get this boat running. Last year they couldn't get this motor running in the boat, but they got in some guys that rewired it over the winter and rewired it in Guntersville again. They had a gearbox leak. They lost the gearbox. They put another one in Alabama, and now this boat is doing some decent speeds for being an old girl.
So coming out of Madison, Indiana, so far this season, it's been the Jimmy Shane show with Home Street Bank.
Yes, Jimmy Shane has had a phenomenal season this year. His speeds are really awesome. One of the things is that, you know, we know that the Home Street boat was designed and built and assembled in the old Unlimited Turbines, Inc. Shop, which is the old Bernie Little shop.
Right.
So it's the new boat. But the other thing that I am waiting to see is this U99.9 this weekend, because that boat also was designed and built to be identical to the Home Street boat. And we haven't even seen it on the water yet.
Awesome. So out there, Ed Dawson, the racers right now just trying to figure out their timing marks, figure out how the boat's going to handle, and figure out maybe a little bit different water conditions here with the current in Wallula Lake on the Columbia River course.
Oh, that's right. When we start off early in the testing and qualifying portion, it's really about getting a feel for the boat and getting a feel for the water and the river. Even if you've been here before as a driver and as a team, you want to be able to just get the boat out and see where your starting point is for the weekend. And obviously everybody's starting point is different coming in, as you mentioned, you know, with our race director, that some boats are a little bit further behind than others. Others have been running really well the last 2 races, and so it's just a matter of getting a feel for the river. It's a very clean river. You're out there mostly by yourself, maybe one other boat, and so you really kind of get a baseline for where you stand coming into the weekend.
Well, the one thing that a race team will do, they're always looking for improvement, always looking to
That's right.
get a little bit more speed.
Even if you're the U1 boat, all the way down, you know,
Exactly.
you're always looking for a little bit of something. And again, every team has an agenda when they send the driver out on the river, even in a testing run. It's like, okay, we need to see A, B, and C this time out, and then maybe later on in the next run or even tomorrow, we want to look at D, E, and F and see where we stand with things.
Special thanks to Farmers Exchange, serving the Tri-Cities for over 95 years in downtown Kennewick. our title sponsor for the coverage here on News Radio 610 KONA and 610KONA.com. And I hear some noise down in the pits, and I'm wondering if that might be Brad Luce.
Your headset.
Oh, that's our engineer. So,
You know.
yeah, they're working on some things.
That's right.
Just like the boat race
That's
teams.
right.
We're
Yes,
trying to get up
we're
to
on
speed.
a testing run, too, apparently.
Let's see if we can head over to Tire Factory turn number 2. Kelly Cheatwood should be in our Freedom Rentals lift.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Perfect day for boat racing.
It's a beautiful day, and there's been some great boats out here so far, and they've looked pretty smooth and fast on the water, and it's been exciting to watch them. The people over here are starting to come in on the Pasco side, and but it's always exciting to see these boats, and like Ed was talking about, everybody's looking for the different starting points, what they want to do, how they're going to handle the different lanes, and right now the water's beautiful, and the boats have been handling very well, and a couple of the guys out here earlier were trying to pick up some speed and walking pretty loose on the sponson, so I think we're going to see some great time trials here just in a little while.
Yep, the time trials will be coming up on the schedule a little bit later. The Unlimiteds have a certain period of time, and I want to go back down to the pits to see, and maybe Kelly, you can see from the Pasco side in that Freedom Rentals lift and Tire Factory turn 2 if there's any more Unlimiteds that are along the dock at the Neil F. Lamson pits.
I think there may be one down at the far end, and that's it, because most of the boats have all been out except for 99.9, the Payne West Insurance boat. So it's the only one that hasn't seen on it so far.
All right, and our pit sponsor, A1 Refrigeration. And when we talk about all of the tech updates from the Neil F. Lamson pits, that's thanks to our friends at Griggs Ace Hardware. No matter what you need, they've got the right tool for the job with 4 locations to serve you at Griggs Ace Hardware. We talked a little bit about the 5 leaders, and we will actually see a couple of heats later today on the 5-leader schedule. And this is a group of racers that will perform extremely well. It's a very reliable power plant, the 350 engine.
Yeah, and it's exciting too. It's loud. It's a lot of fun. I mean, we're very lucky to have the different classifications that come to Columbia Cup every year. I mean, obviously the headliner is the H1 Unlimited boats, but you know, we also have, you know, the GP boats and everything. Just the whole myriad of racing. And a little bit of something for everybody, I think.
And the HAPO Over the River Air Show.
Oh, of course, the air show. That's a given. That's always fun. And I think, if, you know, speaking of the air, you know, we got a little bit of a smoky haze out there. We've got some wildfires in the region, not close.
Klickitat County.
Yes. I want to make mention of the weather, because I think today might be a little rough for the boats and the drivers. Today is going to get around 100 degrees. However, tomorrow and Sunday going to be back down to around 90 for a high. So whether you're coming down to the river to watch or you're participating, the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, looks very, very nice as far as good, conducive weather to race those boats.
Special thanks to JMC Motorsports, our health and safety sponsor. Stay hydrated. Remember, that means water.
Of course.
Means water. Sunscreen, shade when you need it.
Yep.
And along both sides of the river, you'll find that there are some first aid tents available should you need them. Farmers Exchange, downtown Kennewick, 95 years, featuring Gravely zero-turn riding mowers. They have a 3-year warranty and a Kawasaki engine for their power plant. 100 years strong, built to mow the distance. That's Gravely at Farmers Exchange. Also online at mowerhome.com. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more coverage, wall-to-wall coverage, from opening time trials all the way through the Checkered Flag Sunday, HAPO Columbia Cup, News Radio 610 KONA.